Ni hao, my people. It is, what's the time? 9:20. And, I've just got up. I had a great sleep. Look at that. Oh, look at that. What a majestic day it's going to be today. Oh, the sun is beating down. Look at that handsome person in the mirror. Hello. So, we've got to go to... Oh, I may as well just tell you. It's called Caminito del Rey. It's listed in the top 10 most dangerous hikes in the world, apparently. I was like, okay. It's going to be fun. It's like through a gorge or something on these like walkways. Sounds pretty cool. Managed to get the last ticket. So, great success. I am dressed in my Wild Thornberries attire. So, we're going on an adventure later. In the meantime, I've got to find something to do until we got to leave around 2 o'clock-ish to get there. So, I had a little look around and I was like, oh, well, I haven't really got enough time to drive somewhere and hike because I will like hike for minimum 5 hours. So, yeah, and I'm normally out longer than that. So that's kind of off the table. I've kind of been everywhere around here, especially from yesterday's fucking road shenanigans. We went everywhere. So my plan of attack is to kind of just relax a little bit for the first half of the day. Just go back to Ronda. And I want to go back to that coffee shop with the cheesecake because that was magnificent. And I want to get another piece of cheesecake. I want to try a different flavour because the pistachio was majestic. And I was like, I need some more of that cheesecake, sir. So yeah, we're probably going to go back to Ronda. I don't know how busy it's going to be in the parking. Luckily, we're right close to Ronda. It's like 10 minutes away, so it's not far at all. It's more parking. And now, because today is actually going to be hot, I have a feeling a lot of people are like, yes, let's all go to Ronda. So we're probably going to be stuck waiting for a space. But it's okay. We got loads of time. I'm not too fussed, really. I was going to sit and edit photos like for the morning because I didn't do any last night. But I was like, I can do that tomorrow. You know, I fly back tomorrow about 6 o'clock. So, I haven't got anything to do tomorrow other than have a lie in here, drive back to the airport, which is about an hour and a half. So, I'm going to try and find something to do between leaving this place and going back to the airport. I may actually go to Malaga, the city, because I've not been, you know, even when I went to Marbella, airport, bonk, straight to Marbella. Here, airport, bonk, straight to the mountains. So I may actually go to Malaga for a little bit to see what's around there. But today is Caminito del Rey time, so let's get rumbling. You know, that was actually another thing that I just forgot to mention. So when I was looking at the list of like what to bring and what isn't allowed, or like what you can't bring, turns out you can't bring backpacks to the trail. I was like, oh, what? Because I was like, you know, have my little backpack on, have my platypus in the back, unlimited water for that time. I have my little camera on me like that. It'd be nice, you know, and if it does rain, I'll have some raincoats in my bag. And they're like, no backpacks. So we're going to just take our camera bag and use that because I'm not carrying my camera around in my little hand there for like 8K. I can't be asked for that. So yeah, we're going to take that instead. But oh man, I did want to take my backpack with me, but they're like, no. But if I get there and there's loads of people with backpacks, I'm going to be like, ma'am, what? But yeah, so you basically got to go to park in, and then get a shuttle bus to the start point. I thought it was you went to the start point, got a shuttle bus at the end, back. But I could be wrong. I'm just not going to say this is this, because 9 times out of 10 I say something and then I realise I am wrong. So, look at how we got in the same spots yesterday. Ooh la la. Look at that, how many spaces here. I thought it was me like rams, I was going to have to wait. What a treat. Look at the sun blasting down. Look at my little hat on. Alright, let's bumble out. Let's get some cheesecake. Look at this. I feel like I'm prepping to go on a safari. I am. Every time I wear this outfit, I feel like the professor guy from the Wild Thornberries with the giant ginger mustache. Do you know what? This shirt though, I love this shirt because it's not like a normal shirt. It's like stretchy. So it's not like tight on you in terms of like with a lot of shirts. I can't do that because it's really tight across the back. This will stretch with you. Look at that, it's got a little zip on the arm so you can put things in there. Ventilated arms. It's majestic. It is built for hot, dry weather. And I've only worn it a few times because it's only been warranted in a few places that I've been so far. But honestly, love this shirt. Cheesecake acquired, coffee acquired, and I had it and it was majestic. And then I was like, do you know what? I fancy a smoothie. So I got a banana and blueberry smoothie, which was also majestic. And then a salmon and cream cheese bagel, which was also majestic. I am now very full, but I'm fueled in preparation for the inevitability of being hungry when everyone's on their siesta. So I've done big brain thinking this morning and filled myself to combat this. So we've come down to the ruins that we saw yesterday. We're actually here now. Look at this little stone map reception. Apparently we go underground, and I like being underground because in another life I was 100% a mole. I just love digging holes. I yearn for the mines. Yearn. So these were places to meet, chat and rest. Hygiene and cleanliness is required by the Muslim religion. So this is like an Islamic kind of historic site from the looks of it. Look at these. All these little holes on the roof. So we're going underneath it. It's actually free entry if you get here before 11. Wait, what? Guy said free entry before 11. It's 11:15, so he just let me in for free. Okay. I appreciate that, good sir. So you go the other way. I'm not too sure what that is. But we gotta go. Oh no, there's a tree. I think these are just public toilets. They are public toilets. So we gotta go underground. Yes, underground time. Okay, so then we kind of got like this archway thing. I'll make a great tour guide. Here we have archway thing. Reception. I don't know what it says.
Thank you.
Here we go. It's a small people, aren't they? Wow. That's all the little holes we saw up there. Quest marker, or like a little info point. Bonk. The cold room. It does feel pretty chilly in here. It's nice. What's over there? There must have been a bath. A little bath. In this little room. Hello. Pretty cool. Wow. warm room. Maybe like a sauna or something. Sauna time. I haven't been in the sauna in ages. There's like some DVD going on in there. I like this room. It looks cool. I think we're done now for this bit. What's through here? The last door was like a little cinema room. I have no idea. Oh, there's a little bit more. Yeah, it was like a little cinema room. It was just rammed full of people. I was just like, I'm gonna give that a pass. Wow, it is warm. Anyway, I'm in my little castle. Look at me, king of the castle. It's a cool view though, over the surrounding valley of majesticness. So we're pretty much done now. 10 to 12. And we're meant to set off at 2. So we got like 2 hours to just bambaleo around and do whatever really. Maybe try and find a drink. I'm so thirsty after walking up all those stairs. The funny thing is I can climb like fucking almost a 3,500 meter mountain, no dramas, walk up like from the bottom to the top on stairs and I'm dying. Like, how does that work? I don't get it, man. But anyway, see what else we can find to kill some time. Yes, I'm in my own little tower. Peasants, look at me, I have a little tower. You can just look down on the peasants like, get away from me. Basically, that's how life was in these times. Oh man, ready for a little sleep to be fair. Have a little view. Oh. Well, little sloth time. Ready for a little nap. Nap time, rejuvenate. I think it was all that food I ate. It's just fucking put me into a coma. Little castle. It's not a castle. I'm in a castle. A little church, I think, is over there. Right, it is now 20 to 2. We're super early. We've arrived at the car park. So I was like, I'm just like, I have not stayed at that door. So I looked on the maps. I was like, is there like a time there's the car park closes or anything like that? And then it was like the whole place closes at 2:30. I was like, hang on a minute, my ticket is for 20 to 5. So this is confusing the hell out of me. So I was like, well, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna get here when it says it's open on Google Maps, and that way I can speak to someone to see if it generally closes at that time and my ticket is a lie, or like what the hell is going on, like how does it work. So I just spoke to some guy and he was like, if you get your guide, you can't park in the car park, you got to go down the road and then walk back to us. So I've just parked on the road. Here we go, in a nice little lay-by bit. It's free parking. I was like, lovely jubbly. And then we got to walk back. And I'll speak to the guy. And he might just say, whoa, you can only come in at this time. So then I'll have to float around for like 2.5 hours. Which is all good though, you know, it's free parking. I can just sit here for a while. Look at that. This looks like snake country. Little snakes. Anyway, we're going to walk back. And I wanted to see if there's a shop as well, because I wanted to buy a cup and a magnet. So we'll go and find out. Okay. So I spoke to the guy and he was like, no problemo about going on early. So I just pay the bus driver when he turns up, takes me to the little start point, and I am allowed to go round early. Sensational. We're on the shuttle bus. Hold on. It's really white. We're on the shuttle bus. Na, 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 na. I have no idea how long we're going to be on here for, but we're on the way. Okay, so we've been dropped off and I'm so confused. What the fuck are we doing? So we're here, and then the entrance is there, but then I'm so confused which way we're going. I guess that way. Fuck guys, we're just gonna walk that way. Okay, so we're embarking on a hike, man. I thought we were just gonna plop off at the entrance, then start the trail, but turns out it is all a lie. So we're going to the north access, which is here. This is where it starts. We are here. This is where we were. So I just walked through that little tunnel. So basically it's like 3k or like something to that. or it's like 1.5k if you go down and then bonk that way, apparently. So there's some signs. There we go. So Caminito del Rey. We're gonna go this way. So luckily I did come early, man, because I'm just confused as fuck where we're going. We're just gonna follow signs. I hope we're going the right way. But yeah, this is it so far. A little walk. This is the alternative route. So everyone went the shorter route, which on the board it had recommended. So it's shorter, but I think it's going to be less scenic if you go that way. So we're going to get the alternative route. It's an extra kilometre, but I don't mind. I hike all the time. And I got some hydration with me. So I'm unstoppable. Yeah, crazy how no one's actually come this way. To be fair, there weren't very many people who were like my age on the shuttle bus. It was like everyone was like 40s upwards, and they were like, no, not today. But we were all confused because we were all looking at the map like, what the hell does this mean? So yeah, gonna get my little hat on in a minute, and then another sign. Okay, I think we're gonna be all good. And another pro of the ticket that I got is just entrance only. So a lot of the tickets are guided tours, and they all go, and you have a guide of like 30 people, like in a group, and you go walked around the trail. Now, entry ticket is great because 1, you don't have to wait for people. 2, you don't have to be pressured by time to get somewhere by a certain time. And 3, well, you can just go at your own pace, which is the best part about it all. Because I've like, as I mentioned in my Hassan vlog, group hiking / mountaineering is quite tricky if you don't know anyone there. You get a lot of characters, I find, which are very nicer words to put up their own arse, and they, you know, want to move at a million miles an hour, whereas I want to enjoy the surrounding scenery and move at my own pace. But yeah, if you like go with like people like you get on with, then let's go. Look at that little dam. Some big beavers built that. There's a little power station down there. Majestic scenes. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet now and continue our path. Look at this cool route. There's like a stream down there. It's very majestic. Look at that. I don't know if that's a railway track up there, but let's see a bit more. So the visitor centre, anyway, at the start where I wanted to see if they could sell like a cup and a magnet, was closed. I was like, no. So they probably do the time that I was like worried they would close, but all worked out in the end. Well, so far we haven't got to the entrance yet, and they might be like, no, you have to wait. But the guy in the car park seemed pretty relaxed about it, so we'll go off that vibe. And it's just a single trail to through the trees. Oh, the trees. A lot of trees. You know, I saw a TikTok earlier today, and it was like some woman like saying about like driving through Spain to get to actual Spain. I was like, and like basically slaying the countryside in Spain. What the hell is this, man? Like, this is nice. Don't slate a country when you've only visited Benidorm. Don't do it. Explore, people, like this. Actually, just going on from that, I don't think anyone can truly slay a country unless they've been to a big majority of it. I don't think it counts if you've been to like one place in that country, especially like big countries, and then you didn't like it, therefore the whole country is terrible. It doesn't work like that, son. Because if I did that, I would say Italy sucks, because I hated Florence. But Italy does not suck. It's a majestic land. I just didn't enjoy a singular city. I've come to think of it, I don't think there is a country I've been to where I have disliked it. I think Florence was the only place I didn't enjoy. And that's it. I mean, we went to Pisa to see the Tower of Lean, and it was just full of scammers everywhere, like so many. So it was kind of cool to like see it, but you wouldn't need more than 20 minutes there. But the countryside of Tuscany, and then the vineyards, and we went wine tasting in this vineyard in Tuscany. Was beautiful. So yeah, I don't think there's a country yet that I've been to where I can say that country sucks, because there isn't. There's maybe like one city, and I've been to a fair few places, so that's like one place out of a lot what I've not enjoyed. If I have to say a favourite country, I know I kept on flipping between Croatia and Montenegro. I kind of lean back a little bit more to Croatia at the moment, with it being my favourite. It was like, oh, it's just like sucked dry by tourists. Yes, if you're down in Split, I did go to Split for a day, and it was cool. Went on a speedboat for the first time, and I had a great time. But where the real magic happens is inland, the mountains, beautiful, underrated, Plitvice Lakes, and the other one, is it Krakar? Waterfalls as well. Those two are beautiful places. I can't remember the other place now, but those are really nice. So don't. Oh, look at that! It's a little dam, and the water must come down and do like a little 180 kickflip off and bonk down into the stream below. That's cool. Aha! And we're back. Signs. Oh, the signs. Do you want to take a photo of that? Right. Look at that. Majestic sight. You know what's really weird? Is how no one is on this trail. Like there's restaurants up there, and there's no one here. Like, it's packed up where we were, and the alternative route is silent. The alt route. Beware. there's goth mummies down this route. See, if that was the case, do you know how many people will be on this route? Fucking thousands. And you have to go where no man's gone before. Oh no, there's some people. Damn it! I thought I was gonna get away with the whole trail, just being a little old Oliver. But at least two other people have got the big brain idea of enjoying the scenic route. We're down near the water now. Down near the water. Ew. This is cool. Cool colours. Some little reeds. And down this way. I swear we've got to go up quite a bit, because I think it's relatively high up, this trail, when we actually start it. So I don't know how much climbing we got to do, but we're going to find out shortly. What are we in? 1.5k in. So, just over halfway there apparently to the entrance. No idea what the time is. That energy drink has given me loads of energy. For some reason, I feel really hyper. I'm like, oh, it's when I run around like a Tasmanian devil. But I gotta keep it down. I gotta slowly release that energy. Otherwise, I'm gonna crash and burn. But this is very cool, and I can't actually see the trail. It's saying to go that way, but we're not going to listen to that arrow. What does it know? Yeah, I can't see the trail. It's through a canyon, but we're kind of like in a big valley. I wouldn't say we're in a, I don't really call it a canyon. There's people walking up there, because that's the road route, I think, that the whole bus went down. But this is nice, peaceful, apart from me blabbering on some cool thing down there. Refugio di Pesca. Do you know what, so I don't know where we're going to come out where this trail finishes, because it's a one-way trail, so I'm not too sure where we come out again, but I hope we come back out by those restaurants, because it means I can sit down, smosh some food, which will be majestic at the end of it all, and yeah, see what else is there. Maybe there's a gift shop and I can finally get my cup. You know what, the only downside to wearing my camera baby bag is because it's pressed up against you and you're moving around, you like accumulate like a giant sweat block where it is, so the rest of your body's like not that bad, and then you get this and the same in the back because you're sandwiched. It's just like a sweatshop. Oh, I entertain myself. Okay, we're just still walking down this way, so nothing special really. Holy moly, there's an army of people waiting to get on the trail. Wow, I was not expecting that. Mamma mia, indeed. Got me a little blue guy. I'm blue. We've made it in. So I thought it was 7.8 kilometers or something. It turns out it's only 5. So it's like 2 hours apparently of walking. Well, pair that with photos, more than 2 hours. So we're on our way. Oh, wow. I'll show you how many people are all trying to go down this trail. This is outrageous. Outrageous. That's probably what makes it so dangerous, is how many people are trying to squeeze onto the trail. Here we go. We're entering the walking zone. The board walking zone. That's the one. Del Rey. Look at that. It's cool down there. We actually didn't really go up anything from where I was saying where we were on that water level. We didn't really go up, so this is just higher. Ooh. It drops off, should I say. Oh, that's cool. Some waterfalls over there. My plan of attack is to hold back. Everyone's below along. If I hold back far enough, I won't have many people like bomb-belaying into each other, so I can kind of move around with a bit more freedom. I don't like crowded places, they are not fun to be in. So look at that, how cool that is. Look at that down there, that big gorge. Sensational. Okay. Oh, there's a new wave of people coming behind me. I'm like, no, look at that, like majestic. I'm kind of like in a nice place. I'm in
the limbo between two tsunamis, which is I'll take that. So basically, if anything falls out your pockets, just say goodbye to it, because you ain't getting that shit back. And there's that majestic scene. This is very cool. Look at that. Look at that. There's like cool little steps that go down there. I don't think you actually go down there. They go to nowhere. The steps to nowhere. Imagine being in a little boat, just plodding along inside some little burbs. Majestic. Look at all those birds of prey circling up there. That's wicked. I don't know what birds they are, but they're big. Oh, just majestic times. I don't know, it's kind of like a Via Ferrata wire that you would clip into. I was just looking, when I looked at this place to begin with, I was like, is it like a Via Ferrata? But oh, look at it from that way. It's majestic at every turn. This place makes you feel tiny. Just look at the rocks. Look at the birds and how they're just chilling in the little holes. It's a pigeonhole. That's where the little post thing came from. Little pigeons in their holes. Oh, look at that. It's majestic. It's majestic. That is cool. Look at that over there. There's like a Via Ferrata line that goes up there, which is kind of cool. Now you get onto that bit. The other tsunami is catching up now, but I'm just chilling. Biding my time. I ain't got nowhere to be, so look at that rock. Look how wicked that looks. I'm just trying to climb that. Free solo, Alex Honnold style. I still don't understand how the hell he even did that. Everyone was like, oh, it's easy, you know, I can do that in the gym. Okay, try and put that in like 2,000 foot of fucking granite. Look at it. Right, we're descending down now, so we're going to go that way, just follow the centipede of people. This place is awesome. I want to know if you can actually go on that Via Ferrata line. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. But it starts down there, goes up this way, over there, but I can't see where the line goes. It might go up again, I'm not too sure, I can't see it. But that looks cool. Oh, rocking the way. And all the birds, I want to know what birds they are. Vultures waiting for the weak to fail on this trail and swoop in for their next victim. This place is awesome, man. It's so cool. So cool. I've never been in like a canyon before like this. It's wicked. It's only like €12 as well to get in. Look at this cool little walkway. Yeah. It's the water. And look at that. Holy moly. Holy guacamole. Oh, this is awesome. Awesomeness. I need a majestic counter on this video. How many times can I say majestic in one 5.5k trail? Going to my little hello. Look at this. I'm in a rock. I'm in a rock. Look at that water. Definitely a creature living down there. What was that noise? What was that face? I don't even know. Oh, look at that. Oh, majestic scenes. Ah, yes. Majestic scenes. Something out of Jurassic Park. Yeah, it is a train track, so the little train comes through the rock and goes over there through another tunnel. Look at that. And then that's the water that we saw when we went down into the rock. Majestic. Look at that. And all the birds flying around. Very cool. Look at that. Oh, majestic scenes. That's an old bridge that goes to the railway. How cool is that? A majestic land far away. It's not even far away. Spain is close to England. Get here, people. Look at that. More Jurassic Park type of stuff. I don't know what I did earlier. It's like a Chewbacca. Like, it was meant to be like a pterodactyl coming in, but I think they're like a higher pitch. Maybe that was like a retarded T-Rex, maybe. Probably sounds about right. But look at that. You can see, so there's the trail, and it kind of hugs the sides, and you can see it all the way over there, and then right in the very distance over there, there's a really cool bridge that I believe we're going to cross. We've only done like maybe a kilometre, so we've got a fair way to go still, which I'm grateful for, because this place is too majestic to just bomb through. Just gotta sit back and admire the bushes. Or was it the roses? Or smell the roses. Anyway, just you gotta admire the beauty of it. Look at that, how the sun's coming through the clouds and just illuminating that single strip of trees. Beautiful, people. Beautiful. I bet you thought I was gonna say it just then, didn't you? But no. And I got to keep you on your toes. That is very cool. Just like a big rock. A big rock. We're in the shade now, so it's a bit cooler. It's nice. Rocks everywhere. You know what, I can't wait to see the Grand Canyon. Is it as grand as they say? I don't know how big it is. Like, is it the biggest canyon in the world? Like, in terms of like how large it is? I don't think it's the deepest. I don't know. Only one way to find out, by going to visit. But I don't actually know when I'm going to be in America, well, the United States. I've got a lot planned for the US, which will be done over many trips, and hopefully by then I am, making enough money from content while doing this that I can just literally go wherever, whenever I please, for however long I choose as well. So that is the goal, but we are just spondoodling down. We're kind of thinned out now, like how many people. A lot of people have sat down to have like a snack stop or just like rest their little legs. Okay. We're there. I think that's the way we came down. I think we come down that way. So I guess we're like halfway, maybe? I don't know. Look at that though over there. Look at how majestic that rock looks. Like, it looks like it's been tunneled out. That could be the entrance to Wakanda. If only we were in Africa. But, or maybe something like out of Godzilla versus Kong, where they have their little holes to the other place, the inside world, inside the earth. Why did it take me so long to get there? But anyway, we came down here. A lot of it back there was kind of like you couldn't really see too much because it was just trees. But now we're coming back out into the cool canyon stuff. How insane that is. It's like just massively carved out. And then there's like tiny little ants of people walking around that way. And then there's like a river below. This place, man. And then a train line goes through on the other side of that. And look at that. Fuck yeah. Look how it's just carved out. I wonder how like erosion works in that way. Now imagine like thousands of years ago, and the people were wandering around and they didn't know about erosion, and they just looked at this thing and they were like, oh boy, there are some big ass people living around here. Oh, look at that point of view there. Look at this little bit we're going through. Look at the trees on the edges up there at the top, and they're just clinging on. This is very cool. And I'm on the walkway. Look at the birds just chilling up there. There it is. I thought it was like hollowed all the way through, but it's not. It's like a big chunk taken out of it. Very cool. Look at that majestic scene. So that little bit there is where we came from, and we've walked all the way around there. And then we're going to go up that way now. And there's the big rock. It's cool, look how the train line goes through it. And then down there is... I got scared this was going to fall off a minute there. I was like, oh no, I've got like 8 weeks of vlogs on here that I haven't taken off. That would have been a catastrophe. Look at that. What if it's like a passenger train that goes through there? That would be well cool to be on. Look at all this. Look at these rocks. How tasty they look just to climb. I'm gonna go around there and around there. This, it's a glass floor. Look at that. Look at me. I'm floating. Oh wow. Look at that. How cool is that? Look at that. How the rocks all go like that. I think that's like the old path. This is the old route, and this must be the new revamped 2.0. Look at that. Look at that. It's like the rock formations are so cool. There's the bridge, and then I just like love these. Look at all that. So we're going to cross the bridge. Look at this. And it's all mesh. Very bouncy. How cool is that? Very bouncy. I'm making it. There's a little bird. Look at that. It's very cool. Look at that. Majestic scenes. I'm not too sure how much further we've got, but look at that. Majestic scene. Ah, sun's in my eyes. My eyes. Look at that. We're near the end. But that is majestic scenes. This. La Josefona Bridge. King Alfonso. And there's the bridge. Look at that. It was built in like the 1800s as well. It's kind of cool. So this runs till 8, this place. I panicked for no reason of how, it closes at 2:30. But imagine if you like started around 7 and then you would have got the sunset through. That would be majestic. That would be a good time to get it actually. Like this time of year, I think I've got sunburnt face. My face feels fried. But yeah, back to the bridge thing. I was like thinking like how cool it would be to be around in like 1800s, and a lot of places were still like being discovered mainstream wise. There was no social media, so you would have heard these things through the grapevine, whispers in the wind of this majestic land, and you're like, do you know what? I feel like I want to find this majestic land. And then you like follow some old maps and some journals to make it here. And some Indiana Jones type shit. Now that is cool. But nowadays with social media and everything, you can just bonk it into Google Maps, go on social media, you can see what you're gonna see before you even get here, and I feel like it takes away a little bit of the magic. Even though I'm vlogging for you now, I feel like it takes away like that yearning for discovery. although pictures do not do this place justice, you have to experience it with your own eyes to be like, wow. But what a majestic route that was. But the good old times, you know, and the Shackleton flying his way on his little boat to Antarctica. I think it's the Shackleton. It was Shackleton, wasn't it, that went to Antarctica? But the pioneering days of adventure and exploration aren't really here. It's gone, that era. And the next stop is space. And it hasn't really got the same adventure to it as exploring your own world. El Chorro. Very cool. The size of this hot dog. Oh, look at the size of the beer. Majestic times. That was one of the most majestic sips I've ever had of a beer in my life. That was majestic. Oh man. Oh, fucking so tired. Anyway, there is our humble steed ready to drive back. I don't know what to get. I don't know whether to stop on the way, try and get some like food, or just go back and just have a nap. And that is yet to be decided. It's all in the air at the moment. We're back. Well, we're pretty much walking back to our little cabin now. I ended up stopping at the restaurant that we stopped at the start of the trail. I was like, oh, no way. I'm driving past it on the way back, so stopped in, had some rabbit with like vegetables, like cooked in garlic, and it was fucking pretty good. And some fresh Coca-Cola out of a glass bottle. There's a view. It's my last night here in Spain, so I fly back tomorrow. Little itch. So yeah, I fly back tomorrow. It's kind of sad. I've had a fucking great time here. So I thought I'd treat myself. So luckily the reception is still open for another like 40 minutes. So I popped in and purchased one of their fine bottles of red. 16 euros for a 2019 red. Right, I'm not a wine connoisseur, so I don't know if it's just like there's other names for this kind of jazz, but it's red in my eyes. Look at that. On the drive back, right, it was one of the most magnificent sunsets I've ever seen in my life. It was, oh yeah, I got a cup and a magnet as well. It was honestly insane. So here it is. Right, let's get some light. There's that dog that will not be quiet. Max. Don't drop it. 2019. From right here in Ronda. So that's what I'm going to have. So, anyway, this sunset was honestly spectacular. I drove up over this hill and the sun was there like, wham! Hello, sir! And everything was orange. I couldn't see. It was just orange. And it was just like all the mountains where I was coming from. There was no like valley. It was just pure mountains. And everything was just like it looked like someone had just thrown orange across the sky. And the sun was just there, or banging in the middle. I was just like, oh my, that is spectacular. And I couldn't even pull over anywhere to like take some proper photos. And I was like, no. So I had to drive and just get distracted looking at this insane sunset. What a sunset to finish this trip, man. Phenomenal. So I'm gonna sit out here with some music for a bit, drink a wine. The thing is, once I've opened this, I can't like put it back. I'm not stopping anywhere else. So I've got to drink it all tonight. Oh no. I can't let that go to waste. Because I can't really plug it back up anyway. I'll work that out. But it's time to put some comfortable clothes on to relax in. And yeah. We'll do some photo editing maybe as well. Maybe not.
See what tickles my pickle.